So there I was, 16-year-old me, literally only a month or two fresh out of high school, and the next thing I knew, I was going to uni. This was in a completely different city, completely different province. Mind you, I don't know anyone from there. I'm literally just going, and the only thing that I know for sure is that I wanted to be a lawyer. But little did I know that that was going to be the best school-related experience of my life. So here's everything that I think you need to know before going to uni. This is for anyone that's going to uni this semester or in September, November, January. This video is for you guys. So get yourself a snack, get yourself a drink, and let's talk. So the very first thing that I think you need to do before you come to uni or while you're in uni is I want you to ensure that you have a relationship with God. The very spiritual world that we're living in right now, not everything is physical. Things go far beyond what we're able to see as human beings, which is why you just need God in your life. There's so many things out here that you're going to find, so many different beliefs, different values of different people. So it's going to be up to you. Make time to read your Bible, pray to Him, talk to Him, but always ensure that you have God in your life. That is something that has really helped me out. And not even that, have you ever experienced the intuition, discernment? That's the word, discernment, that comes when you and God are locked in like this, literally. Have you ever met someone and you get this odd feeling about this person, not because you know them or anything, no, you just meet this person and you're talking and you just feel something very off about this person, and you don't know why you feel that way, and you ignore it because you're like, I'm obviously tripping or something like that. You ignore it, and down the line this person will show you, when I tell you, they will show you exactly why you felt odd about them the first time that you met them. And you might not know what they're doing just yet, but they'll be doing it behind your back, and then God is going to say, nope, no, it's my child, and He's going to intervene, and you're going to find out. And then after you do find out, you're going to be like, oh, so that's what that meant, that's why I felt like that about that person. And you really need that discernment when you come to uni, because as I said, you're going to meet so many people when you come. And the last thing I'm going to say on this point, there are obviously other things, but I don't want this video to be too long, is sometimes uni gets very lonely. It's not all the time where you're going to have people with you, where you'll be with your friends, where you're going to be, sometimes it gets very lonely. And in those moments when you feel alone, when things get tough, when you don't know what to do, I want you to know that God is always going to be there with you. And He literally tells us in the Bible, this is why I'm Christian, by the way, no matter how hard things get, that's just one thing that keeps me going, because I know that He's always there. Imagine serving a God that literally tells you, do not be afraid, for I am with you. I will never abandon you, I will never forsake you, I am going to hold on to you with my right hand. And who do you think you are to come and shake me? That's the type of God that I worship, and that's the type of confidence that you need to have in God. Let's move on to the next point. So the next thing and I wrote these points down because I need to make sure I get you guys straight. I need to make sure my girlies or guys are on point and you know these things before you come into uni. So I wrote everything down so that I don't forget anything. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at the notes. So the next thing is I want you to choose your friends wisely. Who you're friends with can literally make or break your university experience. It was so crazy to me, how my first day of school, I saw people making friends, even become best friends off of orientation and stuff like that. And people are literally locked in like this, and I'm like, wow, you people are so trusting. Some people are just okay, and that's how some friendships are formed and they last. But me personally, with the experience that I've had with friendships and stuff like that, I highly don't do that, where I just meet someone and all of a sudden, no, this has to be someone that I know and trust. If you're friends with people that are always in debt, people that are always in trouble, people that are always, you won't really have that much peace in your life, which is why I'm so grateful for my friends. I managed to make 2 friends which are my housemates, and I love them so much. If you're watching, I love you so much. And I did meet some other people too, don't get me wrong. It's okay to meet as many people as possible, and we would talk, would have a good time and all of that. And another thing about friendships is mind what you say in front of people. Me, when like something happens, something crazy happens, and like I want to talk to someone so badly about it, best believe best believe I'm calling my best friend Pelisa all the way from the Copper Belt. I'm calling her and I'm telling her everything. Or if not my best friend, I'll call my older brother and tell him each and every single thing that's happening. But avoid talking about people. It's not everyone that comes to you as your friend that has good intentions for you. Some people literally come to you just to get information out of you and then spread that information later on. So take your time to know people before you decide to start calling this person your best friend, before you decide to be locked in with someone, yeah? Because you can't just meet someone, start telling them your life story. Each and every single person that you meet, you're telling them your life story, and then now you're wondering why the whole school knows your business. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, just keep your mouth shut and be very prayerful about your friends. And lastly, I feel like uni isn't like high school where you would have teachers coming to tell you, oh, this person that you're being found with is making you change, your friends are a bad influence. Nobody cares. Like, literally nobody cares about you, and it's up to you, because you're now the adult. You're now the adult, and you have to decide who's good for you, who isn't good for you. So please make that decision wisely. Yeah, make sure the people that you're surrounding yourself with are people that are building you up, people that are pushing you. That doesn't mean be friends with someone that just gets A's all the time. No, like, have fun too, because uni is supposed to be fun. I love having fun with my friends. I like when we go out, we do something nice, we dress up, I love all of that. But at the same time, my friends keep me grounded. Yeah, so take your time, don't rush into anything. Yeah. Then the next thing that we need to talk about, especially for all my girls out there, yeah, is relationships. Yeah, so firstly, you have to keep in mind that the main reason why you're in uni is to get a diploma, get a degree, get a certificate. Like, that's why you're in school. But if you do decide to be in a relationship or to be with someone, the best advice I would give you is make sure that you stay on top of your grades. Make sure that you're submitting those assignments, you're studying, you're passing those tests and doing all of that stuff, because at the end of the day, you still have your parents to answer to, you still have your guardians to answer to, you know. The next thing is, don't make the relationship your identity, and don't let that stop you from making friends, from going out, from exploring, from doing what you love. Yeah, uni is a very fun, experimental like, so much stuff happens in uni. Like, it's a very like crazy space. Yeah, so, and I feel like the best way to get through it is to go through it. Yeah, so don't let that relationship hinder you from making friends, from doing what, like, have fun. Yeah, and not only that, I feel like you need to be disciplined. Yeah, discipline is very, very, very important. You will literally see your type every 2 seconds. Like, every 2 seconds you'll see your type. You look this side, you see your type. You look this side, you see your type. And like, there's so many pretty girls, there's handsome boys, everyone's fine. Yeah, but and that's not everyone, because there's literally also the older men wherever you go that also want your number, they want to talk to you, they want, you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so please be disciplined, do what you have to, but please remember, diseases are real, pregnancy is real. Yeah, most of these things that we'd only hear about like when we're in high school and you think it's far away from you and stuff like that, when you're here, experience these issues firsthand, you actually get to see for yourself that pregnancy is real, catching a disease is real, heartbreak is real. Yeah, so please, if you are to date, be wise, choose wisely. I wouldn't even recommend you to date in your first sem, like when you just come on, like, this is the time to know yourself, to because you're still figuring yourself out and stuff like that. But if you really have to, just pick wisely and be safe. Yeah, and also mind your own business. Don't be poking your nose into other people's relationships and stuff like that. I know you want to be a girl's girl, I know you want to be there for another girl. Hell, you see another girl's man cheating on her and stuff like that, you run to the girl, or you get your phone and your text and you're like, oh my god, let me tell you what I found out about your man, I'm coming to you as a woman. Tell me why you're going to tell her all of this, and she already knows. She knows exactly the type of person that she is with, but she's not leaving. Yeah. So in as much as it's sad, but like, that is the reality. Take your time, don't rush. You'll find the right person when you're meant to find the right person. Yeah. The fourth thing that we need to talk about is the issue of roommates. Yeah. So when you're coming to uni, I would literally advise you to get a room where you're going to be alone. That's the best. Like, you won't experience unnecessary drama, unnecessary commotion, and like, if that's not possible, yeah, if that's not possible, I would advise you to get a room of 2. If 2 is not possible, 3 people. Yeah, because the more the people, the higher the chances of you guys arguing are. And please avoid arguments with your roommates. School is already tough on its own. The last thing you want is to also be like on each other's necks with your roommate. Like, guys, let's be nice. Yeah, equally set some boundaries from the beginning. Like, I like this, I don't like this, like, talk about all of that stuff. And also, don't talk behind people's backs. As I said before, that doesn't just apply to your friends, even your roommates. Don't talk behind people's backs, because you create a toxic environment where you're in the same room and now it's like, oh, this person hates this person because this person said this about them, and then like, breathe, relax, like, yeah, calm down. You never know when you might need help from your roommates. And let's say your roommate asks you for a tomato, onions, and stuff like that, and you refuse to give it to them. You're forgetting tomorrow you might be the one that might need that same tomato that you asked, that you didn't give your roommate purposely because you just wanted to be rude. Tomorrow you might be the one that will need it, but you won't ask. Why? Because you didn't give it to them. Give what necessary. Yeah, give what you can manage, because there'll also be a time when you need something and they're going to give it to you. And also, if you are just this rude person that would, like, you can't be approached, like when you wake up and you're just in a mood, you don't want anyone to talk to you, wait till you get sick, and then nobody will ask you how you're doing, how you're feeling. No one is going to ask you if you've eaten anything. Why? Because you were rude to them the entire time. Just be nice to them. But your roommate is not your friend. In the beginning, they're not your friend. Maybe later on you might decide to become friends, but your roommate is not your friend. This is just an individual that has come to school and they need a room, and you just happen to be in the same room. So mind your business. Stay in your lane, and they'll stay in theirs. If they don't, stand on business. Yeah. The next thing that I want us to talk about is, I want you to learn how to handle your finances. This is the system that helped me to manage my finances in my first semester, and that was, whenever you get money, yeah, please make sure you buy groceries. Yeah, buy groceries, because it's always, there'll be a point, there's always that point where you start running low on money, especially nearing the end of the month. Yeah, so like, it's always better your money finishes but you have food, you have groceries, you have soap, you have stuff like that. And like, your money finishes and you don't have food, you don't have soap, you don't have that, and it's not cute. I repeat, it's not cute. Starting to ask people like, oh, I'm hungry, can you please give me some work, can you please give me some, and some people will be straight up and they'll tell you like, no, you used your money to buy 15 bottles of perfume while we bought food, so eat your 15 bottles of perfume. So I'm telling you, I'm not even being harsh, I'm literally just telling you the truth. Buy groceries, buy food as well. It's very, very important. Then the money that remains, you can spoil yourself, you can get yourself a little something, we all like nice things. Yeah. And also, learn to live within your means. Learn to live within your means, please. Yeah. Because let's say the people that you're with, let's say someone will come up to you. In uni, you meet so many different people from different backgrounds, yeah, and someone can come up to you and be like, oh guys, let's go for a party, let's just contribute 1,000 each, and everyone will agree and everyone's okay with that. Think about yourself as well. Think to say, if I go for this party, will I have money to get the things that I need, and be content and learn to say no. Like, when someone comes to you and tells you, oh, let's go, like in the previous scenario that I was giving you guys, you have to talk for yourself. So you have to be able to say, Guys, like, I don't have money like that. No, maybe next time. Right now, no, there's something that I'm doing. Don't be the person that is always trying to impress people. No, I can buy this, I can buy that, when you really can't. You'll be the one starving alone. Those people won't starve with you. You starve alone. Also, in the same vein, I feel like when you come to uni, take that opportunity to, like, find an extra stream of income. This could be starting up a business, starting up like a nail salon, a lash beauty, whatever. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Because it gets tough out here. You just need a extra, So yeah, manage your finances. Don't go broke, please. Yeah. So the next thing, is I want you to know yourself and where you are coming from. Having a very, very good understanding of yourself and where you come from is very, very, very important, because let's say maybe just for you to be in school, your guardians are sacrificing so much each and every single day. They are working so hard just to send their daughter to school, send their son to school. Even on the days where you don't feel motivated, like, you know what, let me just get this over with, let me just study, let me just do this assignment. Because sometimes your parents are literally, or your guardians are literally counting on you to be the person that breaks that chain, to be the person that succeeds and does better. So which is why I'm saying, like, these other points that I said were very, very important. Relationships, pick wisely, but still focus, or don't date if possible. Your friends, pick wisely. Manage your finances, because there's so much faith and trust that the people that are sending us to school have in us, and the last thing you want is to disappoint them and to let them down. They're really counting on you. In fact, I'm counting on you as well. Let's bet on ourselves. Let's bet on ourselves that we're going to manage, and that we're going to do this. We're going to get that degree, and we're definitely going to graduate and make them proud. And also, as I said, maybe a lot is being sacrificed just for you to go to school, and then you want to compare yourself to someone who has their life sorted and they're literally just in uni for formality. They have what to inherit after they're done with uni, but you have to get that degree, you have to get a job, you get what I'm trying to say? Everyone's journey is different. Everyone's on a whole different level. So I want you to move at your level, your pace. It gets tough out here. So let's move on to the next thing. The next thing is you are going to have so much freedom. You can not come back home, you can come back home, you can party, you can drink, you can do so many things, because you now have so much freedom. You've now been given so much freedom, but that freedom equally comes with responsibilities, because you're now an adult. And I'll keep on saying this, you are now an adult. No one is going to treat you like you're a child. Like, it was it was so crazy. Tell me why, when I went for orientation, and we're talking about everything, and then the man who was talking literally goes like, so I'm sure that everyone here is above 18 and you're all big, so you all know what you're doing. Mind you, I was 16 at the time. No one cares that you're small, you're a baby at your parents, nobody. I know you have all the freedom in the world, but please, I'm begging you. Like, let's say you're going out with your friends, or you're going for a party, you're going to have fun. Make sure you go with people that you know and you trust, and you can count that they're going to make sure that your phone is safe, that you are safe, that you will get home safe. Also, whenever you're going out as a girl, not even as a girl, even girls, guys, anyone, make sure you're going out with enough money. Make sure you're going out with enough money for transport, in case where you go you end up arguing and you guys fall, like something bad. Like, always have your own money so that you can leave at any point and go home. I'm so sorry about the noise. I don't know what's up, like, with the people in the road and stuff like that. Like, I'm so sorry, but like, I literally have to get this off my chest. We need to talk about this. As I was saying, always have enough money, because you never know what might happen. You never know. And the worst thing, what's even worse, is you not being able to leave when you want to, and you having to stay in uncomfortable positions just because you don't have money, just because there's no one to take you home. Some people just want to ruin your reputation, and that's another thing. Make sure that you keep your reputation well, because at these parties, people will, like, so much stuff happens, and then some people want to take videos of you and post those videos of you and ruin your image, literally. So make sure, like, you're always Yeah, if you are to get drunk, let it be around people that you trust, people that you know wouldn't do that to you, or just don't get too wasted. So please take care of yourselves, make sure that you're safe. Yeah, the last thing you want is to lose your life over a party, over alcohol, over drugs. Yeah, be safe, take care of yourself. So keep your life in check, have fun, but stay safe. Yeah, the next thing is I want you to be respectful. I'm not sure about other schools, but like at my school, it's literally like a whole policy where you have to actually be nice to people, and if you're intimidating people or and stuff like that, like you can literally get I don't know if it's expelled or suspended, one of the two. And the last thing you want is to be fined or suspended just because you can't control your mouth, you know, and that's not cute. Like I remember one day I was walking on campus, yeah, like, and then this girl was like shouted at another girl, like she I think she bumped into her or something, and then she yelled at her, and then everyone was so shocked, like everyone just looked at her like, wow. You get what I'm trying to say? And it was so weird, because why are you being rude? Like, be nice, just be nice. It costs you nothing, plus you never know who's there and whose help you might need in future. So it's just always good to be respectful, to be nice to people. The next thing I want us to talk about is school. So I want you to understand how you retain information. Yeah, understand the method of studying that works for you. Me, this is what I've always done from the time I was in high school till now. I still do the exact same thing. I grasp concepts better when I'm in class and like everything is being taught to me. If I don't understand it in class, it is going to be very difficult for me to understand it anywhere else. So I always make sure to pay attention in class, and if it's in uni, I attend my classes, because that's how I study. If I attend class and everything is explained properly, the examples, everything, it's going to be very difficult for me to forget that, and it's going to stick with me for longer, so that even when the exam comes, I don't have to actually go study because it's already in my head. You get what I'm trying to say? And also choose wisely. Yeah, please choose wisely, because there's no program out there that's easy. There's no program out there that's like just a walkover and you don't have to study, you don't have to do anything. Like everything is hard in its own way. Each and every single thing out there is hard in its own way. So choose your poison wisely. Choose your poison wisely. Me, I hated anything to do with the sciences. I hated ADMA, hated that stuff. But I looked at what I liked and I was like, oh, I loved English, I loved history so much, and civic ed, and I was like, you know what can I do with this? And I love talking, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to do law, and here I am doing law, and that was the best decision of my life. Because like, let me tell you something, like in all honesty, yeah, like it's so, uni is stressful on its own, and the last thing you want is to be doing a program that you don't like, because you need to study, you need to do assignments, you need to do all of these things. But if it's something that you don't like and you do not have interest in, it's going to be very difficult for you to pass. And last but definitely not least on this list, I want you to have a personal relationship with yourself. Yeah, and like part of the reason why you're going to uni is not just to get a degree or to get a diploma. No, you're also going to university to become a responsible adult. So this is your time to start understanding yourself, to learn to love yourself, to know what you like, what you don't like, and also never ever forget your mental health. Never ever forget to check in with yourself, how you feel about certain things, because it's hectic and it does get crazy. But never lose yourself in the process of all of this. Don't let anyone compromise your peace. Yeah, if people are stressing you out, cut them off. You don't need them. Yeah, it's that simple. Like, get to a point where being alone doesn't intimidate you, it doesn't worry you, because you know you're going to be good on your own. Yeah, that was it for me. All the best on your journey to get that diploma, to get that degree. I really hope you have an awesome experience, you have so much fun, and you learn so much. And yeah, all the best. So that was it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you, bye.